Since the dawn of time, there were Sonic the Hedgehog fans. And these Sonic the Hedgehog fans had so much money that they had no idea what to do with, that they just had to spend it on something. And the go-to thing to spend that money on was Sonic the Hedgehog action figures. Now, depending on when you were growing up, you either had some okay ones, some crappy ones, or you were like me and grew up with the Jazzwares ones, or what's left of them at least. Shit.
No. Please, God, no! That's all I have!
Blood wants to be Max Mofo so bad. I ain't gay. My name's Chef. But anyway, this was the Sonic action figure that I grew up with, the Jazzwares line. These were the cream of the crop when I was in, elementary school? They had nearly every character that you can imagine. Such good articulation. Pretty good sculpt. You couldn't get much closer to heaven. Or so I thought. Because around 2014-ish, Jakks Pacific got the license to make Nintendo action figures. This is the Wave 1 Jakks Pacific Mario that I got in stores. This Mario was unbelievable, because I had like that crappy little vinyl figure that the cute Mario Bros had. Look at that, look at that. You can go full... Oh, whoa, whoa. That wave had this Super Mario, it had Wario, Yoshi, Bowser, Donkey Kong, and this piece of shit. But I had one big problem.
What?
My Jazzwares Sonic.
Huh?
It was not in scale with this Mario at all. Even with legs, it wouldn't come up high enough. So Mario was left alone for quite a while until Jakks Pacific got the Sonic license. Oh my god! And that's why we're here today. I have finally collected every Jakks Sonic action figure that I want. I don't have any of the variants. Like, I don't have Metal 3.0 or Neo Metal or the Werehog or Soap Shoe Sonic. I have one of each character that I wanted, and that's what I'm happy with. So to celebrate the holiday season coming around, what better time to talk about toys, which besides video games is like all I have. So let's get this ranking started. Sorry, let me get all this crap out of the way. With Sonic the Hedgehog himself. Look at this guy. He looks pretty spot on. Wait, actually, I do need the Jazzwares one for comparison. Hold on. Oh. And Mario for scale comparison. Shit. This is a disaster. I should have just played Sonic Rumble instead. So first off, look at this. Look at the size of this guy. I mean, look. This Jazzwares Sonic was covering his face in shame because of how much better this one is, and it scales perfectly with Mario. I love this. This was the first thing I did when I got these. This is the Wave 2 Sonic. The Wave 1 Sonic, I think, just had like a smirk on his face. This one has like full teeth showing. This one came with a snowboard, I think. I don't know where the hell that is, but believe me, he came with it. A lot of issues that people had with the Jazzwares Sonic figures was how bulky the arms looked, which, I mean, I never really noticed because, you know, it's an action figure. It's supposed to move. I mean, they gotta accommodate somehow. One issue that most people have with this line of action figures is pretty detrimental. Most of them don't have elbow joints.
Are you kidding me?
What's that about? I mean, look, they got the knee joints to work right. Why couldn't they do this? Why couldn't they do arm joints? Since it's Sonic, you're gonna have him posed like this, where he's kind of like, he's running, you know, he's full sprint. He's going to get the rings, he's going to get the wisps, he's going to get whatever the Sonic Forces crap. I think that was the most relevant when these came out, right? That piece of fucking shit. A lot of these characters kind of needed elbow joints, but with Sonic, it's kind of forgivable. Oh wait, another bad thing that he's got. Oh, never mind. I was about to laugh at this guy because of how top-heavy he is, but look, he's actually standing. Never mind. So, where to put Sonic on the tier list? Let's see. I mean,
It's alright, like...
he's not bad. As a matter of fact, he's probably the best Sonic action figure we've ever gotten, at least so far, if you don't count, like, Werehogs and Soap Shoes. If you just count normal, vanilla-ass, basic Sonic, this has got to be the best. But we're not doing a ranking of the Sonic action figures.
Are you sure about that?
I could have phrased that better. We're not doing a ranking of every different version of Sonic.
Police reported ahead.
We're doing a ranking of the Jakks line. And when we get into some of these later guys, they're really gonna put Sonic to shame. I think it's only fair to put Sonic in the old C tier. Again, not bad, good. Not great, not amazing, not perfect. But also not bad or awful. So let's move on. We'll put him there so we can watch the idea. There we go. Lean him up against Rasputin's ass. That's perfect. Let's move on to Sonic's right-hand man, the boy himself, Mr. Miles Tails Prower. Look at Tails. Oh, he's so cute. He's really good. I like this one. I like this one a lot. First of all, let's compare him to his predecessor, Jazzwares Tails. Yeah, he got a little... I was very rough with these. The Tails was probably one of my favorites to play with, just because of how, look how well posed his hands are. I really liked his hands. And he just had really good articulation. But
That would be a
look how freaking tall he is. Hold on, where did I put? It's not really a good example, because again, he doesn't have any legs. But just imagine he did. This is how tall Sonic would have been. Tails is taller than him. As a kid, I didn't really notice that this was an issue because I was so used to these toys more than anything. I honestly wasn't used to Sonic and Tails being on screen a lot at the same time because I grew up with Riders and 06 and Black Knight where they were really never seen together. Well, in Riders they were kind of seen often, but you know, you don't play Riders for the cutscenes, you play it for the racing. Sonic 06, they were barely on screen, and when they were moving around like spastics, so they couldn't really stand upright, you know? But in the modern day, when they're together all the time in like Colors and Forces and Frontiers and Generations, I kind of realized, wait a minute, something's off. But this Tails is pretty freaking spot on. I mean, I love his hands. This is the Wave 1 Tails, by the way. No, this is Wave 2 Tails because it has the spinny tails, which I prefer. The other one had his tails down like Jazzware's tails did, I think. I really like the spinny tails, and this one just makes it a bit more unique. I do wish I waited a little bit for Tails because they did release another version of him where his accessory was the Miles Electric from Colors, which is pretty freaking cool. And this one probably just came with a freaking ring or a damn item box or something. One of the shitty ones. What am I thinking? Let's compare him to the Jakks Sonic for height.
cute, Tails.
Look at that. Look how tall he is compared to him. I feel like he might be a little too tall, honestly, but I'd rather Sonic be taller than Tails be taller than Sonic in any way, shape, or form. I don't know what it is about this Tails, but I really like it. I do like it more than Sonic, but how much more do I like this Tails than Sonic? I think it's only fair to have Tails in B tier. Yeah, that works. Also, if you don't like my ranking, fuck you. Next! Here he comes, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call him Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, he don't chuckle. He'd rather flex his muscles if he could, because this one sucks! Knuckles does have some good things about him. The thing I really like about him most is how chunky he is. He's very sturdy. He seems more like a toy you're meant to play with, not one that's on the edge of falling apart. This is another problem. I feel like Knuckles is too short. Sonic is just like a hair taller than Knuckles, I think. Tails looks good with Knuckles. Like, perfect. And I guess maybe just Sonic's scaling is off because he's too tall to be with Tails and he's a little too tall to be with Knuckles. You know what, maybe that's a point against Sonic rather than Tails and Knuckles. I'll let that slide, Knux.
Great.
Just for now, because you've got a lot of other freaking issues that I have. Let's compare this Knuckles with the Jazzware's Knuckles. This Knuckles, again, was probably one of my favorites when I was a kid because he was just so fun to move around because, you know, you're gonna want to get those elbow joints out of Knuckles punching and shit. I mean, I certainly would have if he had two hands. These arms are thin enough, as well as the dreadlocks have a big enough gap that you can kind of put the arms in different positions. Like if you wanted to have him off to the side through that dreadlock, you can do it. If you wanted to have him punching forward, he can do that because of the dreadlocks. This one can't do that because his arms are too chunky and his dreadlocks are too chunky and they're all very solid plastic, like nothing soft. So you can't move his arms at all. It sucks. And without the elbow joints, it makes it even worse. Another problem I have with him is his hands. One of them looks good. Why does he have an open hand? He should just have two fists. What's this for? To put a gun? Like, what? Oh, I got it. I know exactly what this is for. Hold on. Oh, shit. That's not even... I can't even do that. What's the point of having such a big freaking hole in his hand if he can't hold things? Just give him two fists so he can punch things. But wait, he can't even punch things because he can't move his goddamn arms. Ow, I pulled something. That's like when I pulled my ass playing Kung Fu Panda. You know what? Fuck it. Knuckles, you suck. I don't know if he's F tier. You know what? Yeah, he is. Like, there's not many really bad ones, but I think Knuckles is one of the weakest. One of the rare times where I probably prefer the Jazzwares one, even if he's missing many features. As much as I was hyping up this set of action figures, I mean, we don't have... I'm not showing much mercy on this tier list, but that's because... it started off pretty mid. You just gotta bear with me for a minute. We gotta get through the nosebleeds, and then we're gonna get to the good stuff. I think we have really just one more kind of crappy one left. So let's get it over with. Amy Rose, oh boy, the first girl. Gross. Oh, look at that. Look at that face. How could Sonic not love that ugly face?
Your stinks.
This Amy, I have a lot of issues with too, sadly. I had Jazzwares Amy, but for some reason I just have no idea where she's at. I lost all the girls. I had Amy, Blaze, and Wave, and I think those were all the girls they did. They were gonna do Rouge, but they lost the license to Tommy and Sonic Boom before that could happen. Because we really needed a Styx action figure more than Rouge. That Amy, she was fine, you know, she fit with these guys pretty well. But this one's so freaking ugly, you know what I mean? She's so... What the hell was that?
He's still there.
There we go. She's so freaking ugly. Look at that awful face. Look at this hammer.
They have this giant hammer.
It's so tiny. I feel like it would have been better scaled with the Jazzwares one. Here, let's...
Feet of strength.
That's another problem with this hammer. Look at this paint job. It's terrible because every time you put it in her hand, like, look at that. It looks like she just threw her poop at somebody. Anyway, Tails holding it. Why not? Yeah, it looks a lot better with the Jazzwares guys. But yeah, I don't like this Amy at all. You know, I've never been really big of an Amy Rose fan at all anyway. Another thing that I really don't like about Amy merchandise, it's just so freaking uncomfortable to me. Like, why do you gotta do that? Isn't she like 13? Like, good God. I don't know if she's better than Knuckles. No, she's not better than Knuckles. She's going bottom F tier. Gotta give her that. She functions better than Knuckles. She works better as a toy, but she looks so much worse. And as an adult that just has these guys collecting dust on a shelf in fun poses, I mean, no, because I can get Amy in better poses than Knuckles. Let's just say they're tied. They both suck equally. Now that that is over, we're done with the really just mid-normal basic ones. Let's move on to what I think is definitely one of the best ones that they've ever done. Sweet Cream the Rabbit. Oh my goodness, I could not believe when they came out with this one, because this is the first one that we're going over today that Jazzwares never made. This is good. Look how good the face looks on this one compared to freaking Amy. It's night and day. It's like this one looks like a bootleg compared to this one. I love how floppy her ears are. Like, even if they can't really move, it's just fun.
Please have a seat right there.
Sorry, that's another freaking uncomfortable. I promise I wasn't trying to do that. She's like 4 years old. I'm not trying to get a cupcake or nothing. That shit's rancid. Anyway, great articulation. I like the arms. They're again no elbow joints, because why would they do that at this point? She can hold her accessory good, which is ice cream. Get it? Cream? Don't say cream. Shit. Man, we're pushing it with this video, guys. That's probably my biggest issue I have with Cream is her accessory. Where's Cheese? Now, I don't have the regular one, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me, but I do have the Dark and Gold Chow 2.5-inch scale. They work really well with the 4-inch guys, but even then, they haven't made a Cheese. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. It's not like Cheese is irrelevant. He's in Cross Worlds, like they're together, they're a duo. It says Cream and Cheese across their little banner. So I don't know why they haven't done Cheese yet, or why she didn't come with him. I mean, that's kind of no-brainer, especially since how small she is. You know, these guys are $10 a pop. With Cream being as small as she is, like, look how small she is compared to Sonic. She honestly could work in the 2.5-inch line. Who better to show that off with than...
If you don't know how to floss, you'll be lost without me.
Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik. I think he might actually be taller. He is. This is a $5 rinky-dink, and this is a $10 one. You couldn't pack her with a frickin' chow? But honestly, even if you take the frickin' ice cream out, this is such a cool action figure. She looks perfect. I forgot she had a little tail, and it moves. She's perfect. Cream is the first of our crew to go in S tier. I really like Cream. Let's finish off Team Rose with Big the Cat. He's freaking huge. Good God. Look how freaking solid this guy is. Like, he's not going down for nothing, dude. Like, look at that. Well, never mind. This is one that Jazzwares did make that I didn't own. The only ones I was missing from the Jazzwares line when I was little were Big, Eggman, and Metal, so I didn't really have any expectations, because this is my first piece of Big the Cat merchandise. But I really like him. He's really cool. He's really fun. And look at this! Elbow joints! Look at his, is that what all the Sonic characters' feet look like? Just lumps. That's kind of weird. There's one really big issue with this Big the Cat. Actually, there's two really small issues with this Big the Cat. The fuck is that? This was his accessory. These two rinky-dink, stupid little McDonald's fries curled up into a circle rings. Who's gonna want that with Big the Cat? I get it that he's a bigger character. This is $10. You know, this is a $10 guy. He's pretty. You're getting your bang for your buck with this one. There's also not a lot of room in the box. You gotta fit something small in there. But good God, it's Big the Cat. Where's Froggy? Where's the fishing pole? Every Big the Cat action figure that's ever come out has come with either one of those or both of those. This one really breaks new ground with including neither of them. Like maybe that's some points towards it. He's very different. He's very unique. He has open hands for what? To hold his stupid rings? He's holding it like it's a used tissue. He doesn't even want it. This would really piss me off. Jakks has a Froggy mold. But why didn't he come with Big? Oh, because they need to roboticize him and have him come with the metal virus Sonic. Huh? Why? Why couldn't you just throw that in with Big the Cat? Or make him a 2.5 inch like the Chow and release him normally. You know how many people would buy that? But until then, I'm gonna throw Big the Cat in A tier. If he had the fishing pole and Froggy, maybe he would have been bumped up to S tier. But as a toy himself, Big the Cat's cool. He was done dirty. The man, the myth, the legend, Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't want to sound too biased, but you know, he's a friend of mine. Except he still hasn't patched the fucking hole in the roof. This Shadow is such a cool action figure. Like, I mean, it has the same articulation as Sonic, but his arms are in much better positions. Like, he has a kind of a bend to his elbows, so I was able to kind of have him in that position where he's kind of looks like he's taking off his rings. Although I kind of morphed him, so now he's just bending his elbow, and now he's in a very particular pose. I don't know if I can show that. Wait a minute, I have Shadow. Where's the rest from Jazzwares? Don't be fooled. I do have all of him. He may not be together, but he is one. I am thou and thou art I. Yes. There, it's like nothing's wrong. Like, this is the most normal Jazzwares one I've got. I love Shadow. He's my favorite character in Sonic. His paint job's perfect, except kind of back here. He has a little issue with this quill back here. I don't know what happened there, but you know, if I have him posed like how I had when he dropped in from the battle bus, no one's gonna notice it except me. But I don't care. He looks perfect. He looks fantastic. He looks just like Shadow should. I'm not gonna be biased because he's my favorite character and because he's my friend and all, but even then, he's really cool. He's really fun to play around with. That's a big factor. If they're fun to play with, you know, and like pose around, like one that I posed him with a lot. I don't know why, but when I got this Kratos, I posed him with Shadow a lot and took pictures. Wait. Anyway, that tangent's over. I love this Shadow. He's fun. He's cool. He's awesome. He can't freaking stand. But what do you expect? I'm putting Shadow. I'll put him A.
Oh, really?
Now you've angered me.
Under Big the Cat. Because he's not really revolutionary as an action figure. Again, he's the same articulation as Sonic. He looks great. He looks spot on. But is he better than Big?
Yes.
I don't know. He's not better than Cream. Somehow. Let me get the Guardian shield out of the way. Sorry about that. Wait, can Shadow hold it? Ah, almost. He can almost hold it. Damn it. You know what? F tier. F tier for him. Oh! Rouge the Bat. Good lord, this was a long time coming. Jakks did good. Not great. She has a pretty good sculpt. She looks good. I don't like her impression.
You stupid.
She just looks kind of like she doesn't want to be here. That's not what I get from Rouge at all. You know, you want her to kind of be like smiling and I don't want to say sexy or seductive or anything because then you guys are going to call me a furry. But you know what I mean. You want her to have an attitude. You want her to not look like she's going to jump off a cliff. Hold me now. Also, I don't like her wings. Look how weird her back looks. Booty. Don't look there. Don't look there. And then another thing I don't like is they come out like really easy. So, yeah, she's fine. She does have elbow joints. They don't really do much, but she does have elbow joints. I like her hands, though. She can hold her accessory, which is her bomb from Sonic 06. She can hold it pretty well if you fiddle with her enough. Like, yeah, look at that. Perfect. She's holding it. And she can stand up while holding it. She's cool. She's fine. But she's not as good as Shadow or Big, for sure. Is she better than Tails? No. I'm sorry. I like Tails more. I do like Tails more. She's fine. She's good. And that's as much as I'll give her. But, oh my god. Praise the Lord. Praise Jeebus for this one. Rounding out Team Dark. Oh my god. Look how freaking, I would have done anything to have this as a child. Look at Omega. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He's top of S, right? Like, you knew where this was going. He's perfect. He can move everything. He has shoulder, like, shoulders. He can move his elbows. Look at his hands go. He can twist at the waist. This was 3D printed. I mean, look at the material. It's made of the same material as my Respucia pencil holder over there is. Shout out to Michael for making me that last year for Christmas. I don't know what I'd do without that. Only thing I wish he could do is move his head. Loud ass freaking truck outside my house at 4 in the morning. This guy's perfect. I'd be shocked if anything can dethrone Omega from being #1 on this list. He's near perfect. That's why he's at the top of the ranking so far. And with that, we have Team Sonic, Team Rose, and Team Dark. Only one way to go. Vector the Crocodile. I love him. He's so cool. One of my favorites growing up from Jazzwares was Vector. And I'll be damned, he's in one piece. He has really fun articulation. Everything moves. And he kind of looks like the grown-ups poster. I'm kind of surprised. I actually wasn't expecting to like Vector as much as I was. Like, now that I got him right in front of me, like on his own, studying him, analyzing him. He might be goated. Look at him. Look at his hands. His hands are really well sculpted. He has a really cool hand sculpt. They're huge. Like, they're bigger than Chow. He has the elbow joints. Thank God. His chain looks a lot better. It actually looks like a chain rather than a bunch of mac and cheese stuck together. Oh, look at this. Mouth movements. Find the computer room! Cream, I need you to sneak into your mom's room and steal her panties.
What, Mr. Vector?
Just f***ing do it! Tommy, move! I can't say that. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Is Vector S tier? Is Vector S tier? Oh, God. Somehow... yes.
How do you like them apples?
Vector's just improves on everything that Jakks did. Or shit.
Ninja strike.
Oh. I don't like it. I don't like it, I'm sorry. Let's compare him with Jazzwares. I don't like it. I'm just not that big of an Espio fan, I guess, but like I never really cared for this one growing up. He has a cool accessory, but like, good lord, can't hold it. He can't even his arm can't even support the weight of his own hand. I don't even have anything to say. Like, I just don't really care about Espio at all. I've always just had a problem with how Espio looks in 3D. He looks really cool in 2D, like in the comics, but in 3D, he looks so stupid to me. Like, look how bad that looks. And why the hell is he smiling? Espio is probably the last character here that should be smiling. Even Shadow, I feel like, smiles more than Espio does. He looks like it's his birthday. He looks like he's about to go to freaking Dairy Queen to get his free birthday sundae or something. His mommy's driving him. He looks so stupid. I don't like it. I hate it. Yeah, I actually hate this. His tail's cool. I gotta give him that. He has cool tail articulation, and Jazzwares didn't do that. His arms look good, except his hand can't really move because, another point for Jazzwares, he made the joint where the cuff attaches the arm rather than where the cuff attaches the hand, so you can't really move the hand at all. Ugh, it just sucks. And I think that's what puts him in D tier.
Unfortunate.
I'm sorry, Espio's just not doing it for me. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Let's finish off Team Chaotix with Charmy. Guess who hasn't made Charmy?
But Nick, they did make Charmy. It was just in the 2.5 inch.
Exactly, it's in the 2.5 inch. It doesn't scale with them. Take the Charmy from Jazzwares, right? Well, I guess I was a little too rough with this one, but he's missing his nose too. I colored it in with marker. This Charmy's about 2.5 inches, I think. He might be a little bigger, but like, look at that. Compare him to Cream, he's way too freaking small. Charmy and Cream are supposed to be the same height. So if the official Charmy is smaller than this, why would I get it? It doesn't fit with these characters at all. It just doesn't make sense, but you know, we'll stop dwelling on what they haven't done and move on to stuff that is more my speed. Silver the Hedgehog. Oh yeah, I love this guy. Silver is awesome. I really like Silver just as a design. One thing that's kind of weird about him is he just looks a little stubby, you know? Like, look how small he looks like how he'd look in a classic style. But he's cool. He looks like how he should look. He's not smiling. He doesn't have a goofy impression.
You stupid.
He has a bit of an indent on his chin there. That's my fault because I usually have him looking this way because his articulation sucks. If you have a Silver the Hedgehog action figure, like this one, you're gonna want to have him in a pose where he's going like, it's no use, but you can't do that with this one because he doesn't have elbow joints. This is the best you can do with that, and he looks like he's sitting on the couch using his psychokinesis to get the remote from across the room. He looks so stupid. Now, one thing I usually do is I kind of pop his hand out of shit. You can pop his hand out of socket and kind of place it in there a little like that, so that does look good. But, you know, you shouldn't have to do that. You know, it should have elbow joints. You can make Silver do what he's made to do and pick up Sonic and launch him at a wall in front of the hose. He's cool, but where does he go on the list? I'm gonna put him top of B. Great! Tails are freaking moves greedy ass. Jesus, Tails, get in the middle. Okay, yeah, I think top of B, that works. Now, Silver's right-hand girl You guys are gonna hate me for this one.
Blaze sucks! This one's so freaking bad. It's so lame. They just did nothing different with this one.
I had the Jazzwares Blaze, again, probably in a landfill somewhere, which sucks, because I'm pretty sure that one's kind of rare nowadays. I also broke it.
But like comparing this one to the Jazzwares Blaze, it's night and day. It looks so much more fun. It had elbow joints. It like the cuffs were spiky and looked more menacing. Her arms are so stubby.
And she has no, what's the word I'm looking for? Potential for poses. Like, she has the most basic hand molds. She looks like she's dead. And also, her head is, look at that. Her head's about to fall off. If she ever falls off the shelf, she's They improved on nothing from Jazzwares. As a matter of fact, they went backwards. I'm putting her bottom D. Because Espio's better than her because Espio functions as an Espio toy.
It's toy.
This Blaze does not. She just stands there. Like, that's the best she's gonna look. You can't really pose her in any way. Like, Espio looks cooler than Blaze does. Amy and Knuckles can look cooler than Blaze does. Yeah. Okay, Blaze is going down to F. Is she the worst? Yes.
No.
This action figure's trash. Oh boy. Now we're moving on to the villains. Starting off with the man himself, Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Ooh. I like this Eggman. I never had the modern Jazzwares Eggman. I had the classic. Now he looks really good with the Jazzwares ones. Let's use Knuckles as an example since he's the most intact. But look how good he looks compared to the Jazzwares ones. You know where this is going. He's way too short. And that's not because Sonic's too tall. He's just too short for all these characters. I wish Eggman was a bigger one, like with Bowser and Donkey Kong where they were in the bigger boxes. I feel like even Waluigi is bigger than this Eggman. Huh, now I want to know now. Hold on.
Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, he's way bigger. Oh, my God. Yeah, see, if he was this big, that would have worked. These come in the same size boxes for the same price. Why wasn't Eggman this tall?
But if we're not comparing Eggman to any of the others, he has excellent articulation. I love his arm joints and his elbow movements. I love how sharp of an angle his elbows can make. Like, he really looks like he's damning the world to hell. He really looks like he's about to make an announcement. He's just really cool. He's a fun one to play with. I really like Eggman. I'm gonna have to move some guys around here. Eggman is B tier, below Tails. Or, no, above Tails. And we're moving Rouge down to C, I'm sorry. Sonic's been alone for too long. He's been a hooba herduba right now.
Put Eggman right back there, you can barely see him. We're running out of room on this table. Hopefully we can fit Waluigi in there.
Next, where Eggman is,
Metal Sonic follows. Oh my, this one's pretty good. He has excellent articulation, especially for being one of the oldest. He has elbow joints because they fit perfectly into his mold because he's a robot. He's supposed to have joints there. His sculpt is perfect. But why isn't he metallic? They actually did release a version of Metal that was like an anniversary or some special edition or something, where the blue and the red were metallic, but the gray wasn't? What? Why even bother making a metallic Metal Sonic if you're not gonna make all of him metallic? Jazzwares from day one had Metal Sonic as metallic. I didn't have it, but it looked pretty cool from all the stop motion videos I watched on YouTube. So, to be fair, this Metal is a downgrade. Top of C. Metal has a big problem, but it's not big enough to ruin him. No turning back, we are born to dream in a world full of sin when we never can reach. Jet the Hawk, baby. This was the guy I was waiting to do this video for. This is the one I just got recently,
because they re-released him because of Crossworlds, because Jet was expensive.
Jet, if you wanted to get him before the re-release, was like 80 bucks.
This guy's cool. I'm not even just being biased because of my love for Sonic Riders. What the I can't even comprehend what the hell is going on here. This is really bad.
First off, perfect accessory. Like, Jet could come with this huge freaking thing, but Big couldn't come with a fishing pole. Only thing I don't like, his arms are way too short.
The Dark Chow's arms are probably as big as this.
So he can't do any cool poses. Like, if you wanted to have him, like, grabbing his board, you can't do it. But that's really my only issue with him. His sculpt's damn near perfect. Tail moves, which is cool. Shoes look freaking badass.
But where does he go on the list? This is tough. No, it's not. Top of A tier.
That's why I'm the legendary Wind Rider.
I love Jet the Hawk. I've been enjoying playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds with him and his board when I'm not playing Shadow or SpongeBob. Stay up there.
Move it.
Yeah, cool. All right, we have 3 left. These 3 are what really make the Jakks line special. These are characters that no one would have ever thought would get merchandise like this 10 years ago. Let's start off with the worst of the 3.
And everything you know has come and gone. yeah, this guy's freaking Infinite. I fucking hate this guy. Yeah, well,
I don't hate Infinite. I hate his game he's from. Sonic Force is one of the worst games ever. This is just a big pile of nothing, kind of like Blaze.
but this action figure's pretty cool. Infinite was obsolete by the time that they got the license, let alone when they made this. This was made, what, like... But he's pretty badass. He has a good sculpt.
I just don't really care about Infinite, you know? Like, I have no attachment to him because his game sucked, and I don't think anyone in the world really does. Me and Jaden, Sam, and Michael went to the Sonic Symphony in January this year. The only bit of Sonic Force's representation throughout the whole show, they didn't play Fist Bump, they didn't play Infinite, they didn't play Light of Hope, they played no Sonic Forces songs. The only bit of Sonic Forces that was at that show, when they were playing All Hail Shadow, they played the clip of Shadow beating the shit out of Infinite. Does anyone care about Infinite? Like, I don't.
Biggest problem I have with Infinite, how the fuck are you supposed to stand this guy up? Look at his hair, it's huge.
Placing him's gonna be weird, because I gotta leave out my bias. I'm thinking B, do I let my bias take over and leave him below Silver? Yes. It'll be a cold day in hell before I put Infinite above Silver on any list ever.
This pain persists, I can't resist. This would take to be infinite.
Alright, the penultimate character. This is good. This is good.
Chaos. Oh, hold on.
Can't hold on much longer. Now we'll never let go.
Yeah, freaking Chaos Zero. Oh my god. This guy? Really?
Resource didn't even make this guy when Adventure was relevant.
Let alone Jazzwares, but my god, this is so cool.
I don't really even know what to say. You know, he kind of speaks for himself.
He's made of clear blue plastic, make him look like he's made of water. This sucks. I mean, I wish that they went a little above and beyond and put an actual brain inside his head, but you know, it's $10. What do you expect?
He can't ask for the world.
I like his feet. He stands perfect because of them. Well, hold on. He stands perfect because of it. His hands are really neat. I mean, there's not much to say about him because he's just a hunk of blue clear plastic, but you know, what else would you want?
I think he immediately goes A tier, but I don't think he's better than Shadow. That's not my bias talking, because as an action figure, what does this do revolutionary? Better than Shadow. Nothing. And with that, we have one left. One that I'm still surprised exists at all, especially for the time it came out. Because when this action figure came out, this character was gone. He technically doesn't even exist. But we're still missing characters like Wave, Storm, Charmy, Zavok, Sage, Gamma, Tikal. But Jakks still saw it fit to produce Mephiles the Dark. It baffles me that this thing only costs $10 retail.
Look at the detail on this thing. He looks straight out of the game.
The one game he was in, where he was wiped from the timeline. And they made this before he came back in Shadow Generations. Why this was made when it was made is beyond me. Why we got this instead of frickin' Zavok is beyond me, but I'm not complaining, and I don't think anybody else is. I think everyone would rather have a Mephiles than a Zavok.
It's perfect. This is his accessory, by the way. This flaming purple fart.
Girl fart. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, this one really speaks for himself. He's perfect. He's the best one. He's the best one. Well, is he better than Omega? That's tough. Looks-wise, Mephiles is way better, but Omega's more fun to play with. We're gonna tie him. We're gonna tie him. And with that, that's the whole line of Jakks Sonic action figures. Good golly gee, what a crew here. Like, look at this, look at the squad that we've accumulated throughout this video. Not a single thing is out of place in this image, right? Oh, hold on. Now it is, since this piece of shit's here. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. See ya soon. Oh, and thanks for 10,000 subscribers. That's freaking incredible. We are doing Hunger Games 4.5, and I'm done ranting and yambling and gambling. God damn it. Let's go gambling! Aw, oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it.
Hello, Sky Losers. It is I, Chaos, here to tell you to subscribe to Nick's Game Room, or I will send my Doom Sharks to destroy you.
This is the Nick Game Room theme song. Like and subscribe to his channel. Watch him fight some fucking stupid creatures. Watch him play as fucking Mario. Watch him stomp on fucking Koopas.
See you at all.